Vaccine mandate for Richmond school workers is now leading to a wider staffing shortage. Teachers and staff members apparently walking out. Good evening, I'm Bill Fitzgerald.
Thanks for joining us. I'm Candace Burns. We are going in depth tonight. Our Jake Burns breaks down the president's mandate and tells us who's affected and what legal challenges it presents. But first, Cameron Thompson is live to explore how the mandate is affecting staffing at city schools. Cam?
And Candace, the superintendent for RPS says, as expected, it has led to some teachers leaving the school system. But he says there likely won't be many more than they've seen already. But one school board member is worried things could get worse before they get better.
Right now, we're in a position where what we're doing, I don't believe, is sustainable.
Those words from RPS Board Vice Chair Jonathan Young ahead of Monday's meeting to discuss the new school year. Among the topics, 64 teacher vacancies, driven in part by those leaving over the division's vaccine mandate, leading to them using long-term subs or other instructional personnel.
Where we have very small classes, we are combining them, and then that way we'll be able to collapse down some of those vacancies as well.
RPS also has 12 bus driver vacancies and shortages in food services. And Young says he fears it'll only grow through 2021.
It's going to be all hands on deck relevant to talent acquisition, onboarding new persons, and providing for all of our schools.
Superintendent Jason Cameron adds hundreds of families have also withdrawn from in-person learning, but with no space in the local or state virtual school. Tiffany Scott says she's homeschooling her fourth grader because after they signed up for in-person, her husband was put on dialysis and feels RPS should have better prepared.
I would think that at least 10% of those seats would have been set aside for the extenuating circumstance.
Young says while he prefers in-person learning, RPS has the funding to address the issue.
I do believe it's imperative that we meet every customer where they're at, relevant to their preference, i.e. in-person or virtual.
Now, Cameron says he's encouraging those families to send their kids back to school because of the COVID mitigation strategies they have in place, which will also be discussed tonight. And also on the agenda will be updates to the school's school resource officer program and efforts to build a new George Wythe.